What's going on there, guys? We back with another one. Today we got to talk a little bit more about Dwight Howard. Now, the individual that came out several years ago with the phone conversations and everything on Dwight Howard, they put up a post and said it's dope that Dwight has finally come out, and said that he's been going to these type of parties and stuff. He's been in that community. So pretty much saluting them and clearing their name, because a lot of people thought that thing just went away and that, this individual had a voice that just sounded like Dwight Howard's voice and that it was all made up. But we come to find out that is not the case. So we're going to take a look at a couple of times where Dwight Howard made some statements to kind of hint at who he is. One was a post-game interview with Dennis Schroeder, and the other, he just straight up went bully mode to this dude on his team and reached between his legs, and the dude was looking at him crazy. Should have stole off on Dwight right there on the court. Like this guy was, I don't know this player. Maybe he was a guy trying to make the league or just trying to stay in the NBA, so he was trying to be on his best behavior. But honestly, at that point, his instinct should have kicked in, because it wasn't like the Mike Beasley thing where he thought he was rubbing his own leg, and then he looked up and he was like, my bad. Dwight went right between the man's legs and tried to grab a handful. We're going to take a look at that, and then we're going to check out Mase's response to Dwight Howard. Let's peep it.
It's HIV out there. It's herpes out there. It's other STDs out there. And you're going to sex parties people raw. Like, what type of man did your mother raise you to be a man like that? Did your father raise you to be a man like that?
My gosh.
Yeah, my gosh. That's all you can say. And you know that I'm not lying, because if I was lying, you would say, you're lying, you're lying, you're lying. You're lying. And you know I'm not lying. Just keep it real.
Most people have to fight for credibility and who they are. I don't have to do that when I know who I am.
No. Oh, my God. I literally have been speaking to you for, oh my God. I've been speaking to you for some time now, Dwight. I sent you nudes of me, Dwight. I sent you nudes in general, Dwight. You told me that you wanted to be in your ass, Dwight. You told me that you want to suck Dwight. You have been flirting, Dwight. You knew what I was, Dwight. So what the are you talking about? Am I lying?
I don't remember none of that.
Oh, you got amnesia. Oh my God, you have amnesia. That's a damn shame, Dwight.
Dribble it once and then
on the other hand, we got some stops. Our D was good tonight, so we got to make sure our D stay good.
Before the game, Kent Bazemore told me it's too far into the season to allow 2 losses back-to-back. If you agree with that, how important is that win?
Oh, it's very important, but it starts with the D. So we got to make sure we keep playing defense.
Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. We got to stop telling people, I don't care what you do on your own time. Because we do care. Cam is lying if he tell you, I don't care what you do on your own time. And then Stat follows up. And women, you got to stop. For real, put the camera on me. For real. We got to stop telling niggas what you do in your own personal time has nothing to do with me. It does, my nigga. If you call, come on, man. Yeah, it does matter. It does matter. Those are the lies that are going on in society. We tell people it don't matter, but behind your back, it matters. Yeah. And that's what we gotta first start off by saying. Like, you hear Stats saying this, because what people do in their bedroom, that's between them. Not necessarily true, but I understand. You get what I'm saying? Because you telling them it don't matter, but then it does matter. And anybody watching this knows it does matter. Even to people that participate, it matters because people will say, "Oh, it don't matter." And as soon as they find out, they're outing them, so it matters.
Yeah. And Cam also talked about Dwight Howard DMing them when all this stuff started coming out and saying, "Can we talk about it?" And Cameron basically kind of passed on that interview because obviously it's a legal situation and we just gonna let this stuff come out. So Dwight was trying to get out in front of it. You know, he was officiating same-sex wedding and some different things where he was trying to like show himself in that community in a positive light and not someone that is you know, taking it from people or so to speak. And so Dwight, he should have been, a lot of people done figured this out. When we saw him reach between that man's legs, we knew what he was at that point. I know people gonna come on here and say, what does it matter? But nah, that dude sitting on the bench, you don't go over there and touch nobody, you know. And that's the problem. People talking about what he do behind closed doors, whatever, man. Listen, you don't do that. And he did that to someone who looked very uncomfortable in public. So, you know, that behavior is just predatory, you know, at its core. And it makes it not hard to believe when you have visual evidence. If someone does that out in public, you know, you have to think like, what might he do behind closed doors? You see what I'm saying? So I don't want to hear it. Dwight lied on this first person, that audio I played from a few years ago, and that first part of the clip, he lied on that person back then. And he had this long IG live talking about, you know, he was talking in codes, but he pretty much alluded to the fact that it never happened. And he tried to say this Steven dude, this Stephen Harper dude, he didn't know who he was. And he was dancing around there on Angela Yee's show on other platforms. Then come to find out, he's saying, oh, it's consensual. See, now we can't believe the consensual because you came out and said you didn't know him. So you just trying to offer the amount of information that is undeniable. And then when it's undeniable, you'll come out and say, okay, that's true, but the rest of it ain't true. You can't do that because, you know, you're being accused of something else. You're being accused of, like, making somebody do it. Now, the individual did drive over there, and Dwight, you know, if he texted them that other cats was coming over, then, you know, and you go over there, that's going to be kind of hard for him to prove. Like, why'd you go over there? If Dwight said others are coming, why don't you just stay home? So, you know, the story is kind of wild, you know. Well, it's very wild. Not kind of. It's very wild, and there's some inconsistencies from both sides. But I want to know what you guys think about this in the comments, man. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time. Peace.